Hey guys!
So guys, guys, hey, you douche, hey, stop scratching yourself. Watch the damn video here.
I mean,
You know there's a guy.
there's
gotta be one guy.
I was gonna say that's
like pulling an Al Bundy. You know who Al Bundy is?
no.
You never seen Married with Children? It was a comedy. He used to watch TV with one hand inside his pants, not scratching himself. He just would put one hand inside his pants while watching TV. Yeah, I mean, I guess it was comfortable for him. So I'm sure there's somebody pulling an Al Bundy, but then they go a little bit extra. It's like, ooh, since my hand is here, I wonder how much further down I can go. You know what I mean?
Oh.
And next thing you know, they're like, they're full monkeying around. I was gonna say something else, but then it would get age restricted. Yeah. Then the video, instead of being uploaded to YouTube, it would have been uploaded to UJizz. So yeah, you don't want that. All right.
What the hell is that?
That's a conversation for a different video. All right. On that note, we're here to do Architects Modern Misery. Another video from this band. A band that we cannot get enough of. Yeah. And they cannot get enough of themselves on camera, so they keep putting out videos and we keep checking out their videos. I really love this band. They have a new album coming out. Obviously, this is from the album. And I don't know the exact date of when the album is coming out, but I wouldn't be surprised if they release another video or two before the actual album comes out. Because it seems like every week there's a new video from these guys as we get closer to the date.
Doomsday came out and it took like a couple months.
Doomsday was last year.
Yeah.
I can't remember when last year, but it was last year.
And then it took a couple months and
then yeah, it took like 6 months.
Yeah, and then hereafter.
Hereafter.
Like, not even 2 weeks later, then it was
Royal Beggars. Then they released a documentary, like a 20-minute, 25-minute documentary, and now this. All right, so Modern Misery. You're ready?
Yeah.
I'm assuming you are. I have a question for you, but I'll leave it for the end of the video. Oh. All right. And it's not about scratching yourself. It's about architects.
Okay.
All right.
Seven billion hungry ghosts, just a parasite carrying its house. The emperor wears no clothes. I see those brats on bones, but we're buried by modern misery. Modern misery. There's not enough water in the world to wash the blood from our hands. We buy drugs will suffocate the soul. It grows with a light and fades from our bones. How much be empty on the devil's ear, singing us the last breath. Finally something that we all share. I won't go to the grave with the sun still in me. What are we hiding? This is a prison billion hungry ghosts, just a parasite killing its host. The emperor wears no clothes, I see those battle bones, but we're buried by mud and misery. Mud and misery. I will live like a slave, I won't beg from my knees, I will not go to the grave with the song still in me. We used to run with the wolves. We used to run with the wolves. We used to run with the wolves. We used to run with the wolves.
Before we talk about the song, when I saw him with the arrow on his chest, the first thing I thought was Odin from Norseman. You remember the scene where he gets shot with the arrow and he thinks he's dying and he's like, I'm going to Valhalla.
Yeah, and then it's like, you know that these arrows are not even like...
They don't even have the arrow pointed thing. It was just a stick.
It was just
That
a
means
stick.
I'm not dying. So that was the first thing I thought. Then I see him inside that cube, and I thought about Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah.
Have you seen the movie Silence of the Lambs? He's in like a cube kind of cell. It kind of reminded me of that. Anyways, those were the first like things that came to my mind as I started watching the video. Okay, what did you before I ask you the question? What did you think of this song in this video?
I mean, like you said, the arrow. I didn't.
You didn't think of Odin?
I think of Odin. I mean,
well, he's making Nuraheim great again.
I mean, he is making Nuraheim great again.
Yes.
I should have been Odin.
Yeah, you should have been Odin for Halloween. Anyways, we're getting sidetracked.
No, the song is really good. The song is really good. I mean, these guys know how to make.
What about this song? Was there anything about this song specific? To me, there was one key component that I really enjoyed.
I mean, I
enjoy the song overall, but
it's not a key component in just this song, because in most of their songs he has his kind of like ranged vocals, and you hear the melody of the guitars in the background, and like all the songs we've done, and I really like that specifically on every song, because that, I mean, that's just so good.
It is. There was one specific part in the chorus. I really like his voice in the chorus.
Yeah.
He had such a beautiful melody to his voice in the chorus.
But it's almost with every
song from them.
That's what I'm saying. Every song in the chorus, there's like his ranged vocals, because you can hear like the melody of the guitar.
You can still hear everything in the background, but his voice is so beautiful. It's beautiful, but there's also so much pain into his voice, and he does that to perfection. And there was one specific line of the chorus that I thought his voice was just absolutely like incredible, like just really. It was a mixture of pain and suffering and beauty, and it was just so incredible how his voice, how he was able to have that tone, that timbre of voice in that specific spot. It really sold me on the whole song. I like the song. It's another one of like, this whole album is shaping up to be like an album where there's not one bad song, because so far all the ones we've checked are good. 4 now. Yeah. 4 of them. They all have that same underlying story. Obviously, they lost a band member, a brother, because his brother passed away. His brother's still in the band, so they lost a band member. They lost a brother. That leaves marks. That leaves a scar, right? So this album is all about that. It's all about. To, like, the lyrics. And if you listen to the lyrics, but more important than listening to the lyrics, if you look at the lyrics and you look at how they build the songs are really built to become the soundtrack of the lyrics. So the song becomes heavy and it becomes melodic, and then if you're paying attention to the lyrics, that heaviness and that melody really represents what the lyrics are trying to tell you. So the song itself sets the tempo, it sets the mood. Do you see what I'm saying? Yeah. So if the lyrics are like angry, like you're emptying yourself of all of your emotions, you're building towards something, there's a crescendo, the music defines those lyrics. It helps the lyrics come to life by creating that sense of aggression building up. When it's a more introspect portion where he's more like thinking of his inner thoughts and gathering his thoughts, the music, his voice becomes more melodic, more beautiful, but the instruments behind him help tell that same story. They become more melodic. So I really feel that the two really play perfectly together, and this song is another example of that.
And also in every song, his harsh vocals are followed up with such heavy guitars.
Really heavy.
But then when he goes into his nice kind of like ranged vocals,
Like the clean vocals.
yeah, the everything just becomes more melodic because
It feeds into that.
yeah, it does.
It really feeds into that, and it really helps enhance it. It really enhances the storytelling aspect. Like this song, there was some points where you almost expect some heavy to come, some heavier part of the song to come, and it doesn't. It still stays kind of like building towards something. The song got a lot heavier towards the end of the song, almost at the point where everything just comes out in one big burst at the end. I really like that.
Yeah.
I always feel
every song has like amazing lyrics. Like in Royal Beggars, there was the one you pointed out where,
which, by the way, I was mistaken. It was not like the time bending the knee was God bending the knee.
Oh.
Well, but God time, close enough.
But still, that's still.
Yeah, this one, there was a line there where he says, we used to run with the wolves or something along those lines. Because once again, it was like, they used to be a pack. Like if you think about it from a lyrical perspective, all of them, the band, they were like a pack of wolves. They were, they were a band of brothers, if you will, right? With real brothers in the band. So you were a band of brothers, and then when you lose one of those members, you're almost lost a limb. You feel like you've lost one of your limbs, right? So you feel like you've lost a part of yourself, if you will, and you're never going to regain that part of yourself. I also feel that their videos, I would love to sit with these guys and dissect the actual video, because I don't think they do anything by accident in the videos either.
Like all of them.
All the videos are giving you key hints into terms of what they're trying to tell you with their music. This one with the arrow through the heart, obviously, the pain of losing somebody, get the arrow through the heart. It could be a representation of that.
The rapture of all the people.
Yeah. So but this one, there's a scene there at the end when he's laying down in bed, and there's like a journalist with a camera and a microphone pointing at him. That perhaps, I'm guessing here, but that could be taken as after you lose a band member, you lose a brother. I'm sure a lot of people in the media are asking them, are you going to continue? Is the band going to go on? Like they're asking all of these questions that to them perhaps were irrelevant, because at that time you're dealing with a much larger problem, with a much larger loss than answering questions about when is the next album coming out, and are you still going to be a band? Are you still going to stick around? Like that kind of stuff. So a lot of it perhaps has to do with that. And when they're inside of that square, to me, it kind of felt like they were isolated from the world around them. It was a way for them to kind of isolate themselves from all the pain and suffering that's on the outside, So I would love to sit down with them and really talk about the videos, because I really feel like they put a lot of these, this scenery, for lack of a better word, in their videos. I think it really helps tell another story. There's a lot of hidden messages within the videos if you start to really break down their videos. Obviously, it also depends on the person watching. For me, that is the impression that I got from watching the video. Somebody else watches the video, they may take something completely different.
They may just be like, oh, it's a guy with the arrow on his heart.
Or whatever, whatever. So I think that, like anything, when you talk about art, art is very subjective. Art is like beauty, is in the eye of the beholder, right? So anybody that looks at a painting may get something completely different out of their painting. But I think that's the whole point of being an artist. You want to create something that means something to you, but that may perhaps mean something completely different to someone else. Because if you create something that means the same thing to everybody, I don't think you're doing your job properly. I think you need to create art that represents yourself and how you feel, but everybody can look at it and take something completely different from it. And there's not one right and one wrong. It's how your own personal experiences and what you've gone through life that impacts on how you see art and how it impacts you back. All right, that was a long-winded discussion about architects. All right.
I mean, these guys...
But these guys, they deserve a little bit extra time.
You forgot to ask me your question,
though. Thank you. So of all the videos we've done from architects from this album, Doomsday, Hereafter, Royal Beggars, and now this one, what was your favorite so far?
Royal Beggars.
Royal Beggars is your
Yeah.
favorite. Wow, Hereafter is my favorite.
I really like Royal Beggars.
Really?
It's really good, yeah.
For me, it's Hereafter. Hereafter is... Doomsday was really good, but Hereafter so far is my favorite. Now I want to hear from you guys at home, scratching your balls. Which song of the 4 so far is your favorite? Let us know in the comment section. All right, see you guys.
See ya.